Hello and welcome to Bakerstreet.coasters. I am just trying to plug in my wire thing, so I will be with you guys in a minute. Like that. I got it, I got technical stuff here. I'm trying to find the wire. No, not there. Like that. Done. I think. Yes. Okay. Hello and welcome to Bakerstreet.coasters live. Today we are on about Alton Towers Resort, and is it worth £35? Now that's not for Merlin people, because I am in Merlin. I'm sorry, this video is also very, very late, so Anyways, so £35 for Alton Towers. Now, most of the rides at Alton Towers, including the Smiler, Nemesis Reborn, which is their newest roller coaster, and even Nemesis of Terror, which is closed. The Curse of Ultimana, let's go for that. All of those rides cost at least billions to run in a year, or probably even more. Now, it's got to that advanced level where, because CO2 is so high, they've got to turn off the chain lifts when it's not being used, but it might as well because it's more efficient. Now, there is also some big issues in the fact that it's £35, or was it £42 on gate? That's even worse. That's like a £7 increase, because people can't afford it anymore. Like, I've literally spoken to many people, and many people can't afford Alton Towers Resort, but they used to go when they was younger. Now, having a Merlin Pass is a very, very beneficial thing. I have a Merlin Pass. It's £45 up front, I think. I don't know, it's a little bit higher now. But it gets you into all Merlin attractions. Now, that is one way of saying Alton Towers is very, very beneficial to go to if you had one of them. Because £15 per month, I pay for that. Why not? Now, there is another thing which does not make any sense when it comes to... what should I say? It doesn't make any sense when it comes to... Hello. Oh, I was saying something now. Oh yes, so it doesn't make any sense when it comes to Alton Towers and its theming or its ride availability. Now, the fact that the ride availability is very, very poor in Alton Towers sometimes, like I've had days where literally nothing is open. A Wicker Man is literally one of those days. You've got other stuff like the Smiler that's barely open, even though people literally pay for the gates and then complain the fact that they've waited outside the Smiler after being told that the Smiler is no longer going to be open. You've got people who go there and don't realise why they're closed. Now, it is made very clear. It is mandatory that they put it on their website, because, it'd be really, really cool. And there's a whole section on that Alton Towers website which clearly says what rides are open, what rides are closed for refurbishment. And at the moment, no rides are closed for refurbishment apart from the Sky Ride, which, again, is accessibility. So I think there should be a little bit down increase, because, you're paying for the Sky Ride most of the time, because the Sky Ride is quite a huge thing to maintain. A multi-million-pound project, that says a lot, doesn't it? Even though the Smiler was 18 million, that's second highest ranked amount of money gone into a roller coaster, along with Hyperion and something else. But when you think about £35, and £35 also covers the downtime of availability. Now, it'll be very cool to see if they have some sort of tracking system where, if they know that some rides aren't going to be open, they can maintain or do maintain the money. Because I know at winter events, I don't know if they make it cost more or cost less, but £35 for winter event is pretty pointless, because you only have Spinball, Wizard Open, Seababy's Land, and the other place, Mutiny Bay. And that's about it, really. And the rest is literally in the hotel. So, that's one of the things which I'd say is not beneficial. And I don't know if they do pay £35, or you have to pay £35 for it. Now, another thing is, like I was saying earlier, about the fact that if they did have a system saying they can maintain the money, it'd be quite cool to see that. Even though the extortionate prices on their whole theming of their tops and everything is absolutely appalling. I bought a t-shirt for £16. It was £20 originally. I got it on discount for Merlin Pass. That's another thing you get with Merlin Pass, but it's more of a case of £16. That's just pointless. I can get a Jack and Jones top cheaper than that. Adrenaline Thrills says, in my opinion, Thomas, I think that every theme park, if they have quite a few attractions down, should just let you in or even half price with a ticket, allowing you to come back for a free return. I agree. No theme park is worth more than £35. I have a full date on Furnace Fair for less than £20. Furnace Fair, I've never actually heard of it, but is it good? Tell me if it's good. But yeah, Furnace Fair, never heard of it, but the fact that you got that for £20 is really, really cool. I get it for £15 per month, but yet again, you pay £45, that's more, but yet again, you get loads more stuff. So beneficial of a Merlin Pass is very top priority, but they also know that if four people in the family have got Merlin passes, it's like £60 they're getting. Now, I don't know if it's any more nowadays, but I don't think it's any more higher than what you do or what you pay for one park, which is also beneficial because technically in 1 month you can go to all these parks in the price of £15, which I said, amazing. Now, like you said about the ride availability thing, and like I said earlier, yes, it's very, very beneficial that if they give you a free return ticket, so when all the rides are back open, that's so beneficial. Also, having the fact that if the rides aren't open, you can pay half price also makes sense because it's their fault that those rides are not in well, it's not their fault, but sometimes it is, and you have to really pressure them to bring you or you have to go to them directly to bring you a wet day pass, whatever they call it, where if it's raining for an hour or more, I don't know if they still got that. They give you a free pass back. I know my friend got that and we used that. James 7N Media says, Funfair, sorry, haha, misspelled. I can do a full day at any fairground for less than £20. That's amazing. And the fact that you have that is really good because Funfairs, yet again, are one of those extortionary prices. I wouldn't like to go and spin jam for like £20 or £3. It's a bit pointless. But yeah, again, when you look at Funfairs, you're technically paying for their fuel, I can't lie. I mean, that's basically what they will run off, is it not? You think every single person does that? Now, with this whole overall thing of money, there are other parks out there which, you know, is absolutely extortionate price, like Flamingo Land, £45 per person or something like that, or like £40 per person. That is pointless money, and seriously, it's on its own. Now, I get it's on its own, but nah. And then you've got Blackpool Pleasure Beach, nah, that's just pointless. I'm not even going into that. That is so far away, no. But £35 for a theme park. Now, that is one of the lowest, probably. I don't know if Portland's Park is. I cannot tell you. But having the low money and everything, it just shows us that, well, basically, it just shows us that the whole theme parks are struggling without money. Now, during lockdown, there were also issues with theme parks and how Merlin have had issues with redundancy because, you know, they had issues. I just keep saying we're having issues. Blackpool's easy, the worst going. Amanda is driving that place into the ground. I do agree. The what do you call a person? The manager of Blackpool, yeah, really, no. Why close Grand National? If they're going to build a roller coaster taller than Hyperia, then they're a bit doomed because look at Hyperia, open for a day. Yet again, that's another thing we saw. Like Merlin with their money increase, like, oh, they paid everyone to go there. Well, everyone paid there because they hyped it up so much for being there for 1 day. And then the next thing you know, it's not going to be open for the next day. And it's like that Hyperia only opened, the tallest roller coaster in the UK, only opened 1 day. And then it's closed until the 8th of June. It's like, really? But we've seen it being constructed and now it's being deconstructed for a new park or something like that. Adrenaline Phil says, only thing though is most fun fairs are good, but are you on both for... Okay. Only thing though is most fun fairs are good, but most don't have high class roller coasters. I agree. I went to the local fair and it was appalling. The roller coaster was... It wasn't a roller coaster, it was just like a bunch of airtime hills going... And it looked so rough. It was literally in a shopping trolley. That's how bad it was. How these things get approved, I cannot tell you. Now, another thing which I also could have mentioned, I have mentioned, is Hyperia. Now, on that day, on the second day when it was meant to be open for everyone else on the Saturday, they had to literally turn around to people, and they've even put it on their screens that here's a 3-day pass back because they lost so much money. Now, Alton Towers, during that Alton After Dark event, their second weekend I was there, my friend also had a issue because, you know, half the rides weren't open. I don't know if it was due to weather. The Wicker one was closed. We stayed in the queue for 4 hours. It kept saying, oh, it's going to reopen, close, reopen, close. And then the next thing you know, it's out of nowhere, it closed completely and it just started raining. And it was like, really? My friend spent 4 hours in a queue. Now, I get 4 hours in a queue isn't good, but when you're getting told, oh, this ride's going to reopen, close, see it in action, and then it's like, oh, open, close, it's not very beneficial, and it's on behalf of their side, which is the fault. I understand why they gave him the day pass, but at the same time, the operations, I don't understand, because you look at UK weather, it's like always raining, always sunny. It's either both on one day, and then when you look at the like abroad places, so I've always sunny. When you've never got rain, like I know America's got it bad, but when you got rain in like France, you barely get rain. The rides are still open. I don't get how they do it, and I think it's like the winter maintenance thing, which also holds them back. And that's the bit where I also think the prices are extremely high. And I've said this, like the Christmas is just like, really, I wouldn't pay that much just for going into places. I think it's like half price or something like that. But yeah, again, it's still not worth half price. £8 per person, go for it. Adrenaline Thrills says, oh wait, Cham7N Media says, might be longer than 8th of June. They don't know for sure the opening date now. Great. My birthday's on the 24th, and I'm planning to go full park on the 23rd, so I'm doomed. Out of the coasters I've done, I'd have to say that my favourite one, bro, is Icon. What is your favourite UK theme park and coaster? Favourite theme park has to be Alton Towers. Now, I'm ranting about it, but Alton Towers by any chance. And the fact that you have Icon, I've never ridden Icon, unfortunately. I've never ridden any of the big coasters at Blackpool. But one good roller coaster, the best roller coaster I've ridden on is Nemesis Reborn. So much better on its upgrade, but I've gone through a load of videos about that. I'm not going to go through it again. Now, apart from that, but I think that's all I've got to say. I mean, Alton Towers really is overpriced, and for what it's worth, I just think no. Yet again, when you go abroad, it's more overpriced, but it's more level with their economic payout. So for us, it's quite expensive. For them, it's quite fine. And it's a travel journey as well, because Alton Towers is in the middle of nowhere. If you travel there, it's like, oh, that fuel wasted. I understand, and I've gone for people, but yet again, it's not their fault. It's not Alton Towers' fault with the fact that, oh, you've wasted this much fuel, because they didn't tell you to go. You booked it yourself. So I understand that aspect. But I also think they should let parking free, because if it's on a rainy day, then why are you paying for parking when you didn't enjoy your experience? That doesn't make sense. I'm not shocked. Oh wait, I've got two. Oh wait, I'm not shocked though. Hyperia being Macrise is also having issues with Voltron. See, Voltron is another one that opened in Phantasialand quite a few weeks ago. Like you said, yeah, Voltron is the first linear LSM invert. I don't know what it is. It's like a uprising LSM coaster, which is themed around Tesla coils and the Teslatron. Yeah, like you said, Mac Riders are definitely having issues with their coasters, and the fact that Hyperia and Voltron, two new roller coasters, have both got issues with it, it's just concerning. But with the rename and theme of Nemesis Reborn, does this make Nemesis Inferno now the original Nemesis? Correct, it does, but it isn't the best. I've never ridden it, but it doesn't look the best, so I can't say much on it, but the theming just doesn't add up, I'm sorry. Really, until I go on it, I can tell you my full reviews. That's why I haven't done my full reviews yet. Europa Park, not Phantasialand. Sorry, yes, Voltron is in Europa Park, not Phantasialand. I'm really sorry. Now, anyways, I am going to go now. It was a very, very short stream. And yes, remember to smile always. Please remember to subscribe. Bye, guys. I had to think then.